The Supreme Court will hear a plea from Rajasthan's Assembly Speaker to stop the Rajasthan High Court proceedings in the Sachin Pilot versus Ashok Gehlot legal fight over the disqualification of rebel MLAs. A three-judge bench of Justices Arun Mishra, B.R. Gawai and Krishna Murari will be hearing that case. Joining us for the latest on the Rajasthan battle now in the Supreme Court, we have Vedanathan and indeed Harsha Kumari Singh, who's tracking all developments in Rajasthan. Vedha, to you first, what do we know about what's going to happen in court?
See, there are a few options before the Supreme Court. Number one, the three-judge bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra. Will it interfere with the High Court proceedings? Because the judgment has to be delivered within just 24 hours. Secondly, even if plans to interfere, proposes to interfere, what sort of interference can it be done? So these are the questions. And of course, Speaker's side is very clear, saying that as per Supreme Court judgment, High Court cannot go into the premature issue of on the notice itself. Courts can come in only finally the Speaker takes a decision on disqualification. So these are the issues. Anyway, the court is supposed to take this around 11:15 or 11:30. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But meanwhile, the High Court is preparing to deliver its judgment tomorrow morning.
Yes, indeed. Harsha, Ashok Gehlot also writing to the Prime Minister, flagging what he said was interference by the BJP. I mean, what next really as the legal battle also plays out?
Well, politically, there have been 2-3 developments which are interesting to watch. Firstly, the Sachin Pilot camp has been very, very careful what it says. So, despite all those attacks on him, he's merely said, "I'm saddened." He was also attacked and said it was alleged that he had offered a 35 crore bribe to Malinga. For that, notice has been given to Malinga. Legal notice has been sent to him. So the Sachin Pilot camp are being very careful what they're saying, because remember, if they do anything that causes disqualification, the halfway mark will drop in the assembly and Ashok Gehlot will clear his floor test. So it's important for the Congress, for the rebel camp, for their strategy to remain with the Congress, because ultimately, of course, they would like to probably, their aim would be to vote against the government. But apart from that, very interesting that Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot writes that letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, part of a larger political message that perhaps you don't know what is happening here and you are being misled. And also very important, he has named Gajendra Singh Shekhawat publicly in a letter to the Prime Minister. Now, will there be some kind of a reply? Well, it will be interesting to see if there's any kind of a reply, because remember, Ashok Gehlot has clearly talked about the opposition. Satta Paksh, he said, is doing all this in Rajasthan.